I'm going to start with a series of hip openers with legs up the wall and your spine supported. The benefit of having your spine supported is you can't slump in order to bypass the tension in the hips and muscles around them. So we'll start with opening the back of the right leg, extend both back to the hip through the quads, out through the back of the leg. And then you can feel the movement through the arches of the foot, bringing release away from the foot into the hip, up through the spine. Same thing's happening with both legs. Breathe in. Small bend in the left leg, and with the exhale, you draw the leg up. Holding both the big toe and the little toe helps to move through the inner and outer arch and bring movement away from the ankle line. From the right leg, you can feel that balance in the pelvis that makes it possible to move through the spine at the same time that you're opening the back of the leg. And do that at least twice on each side. With your knees bent and feet on the wall, arms, palms down, draw the knees up, and then you can open this space in the hip flexors. You can widen through the sacrum. Prop the right ankle on the left knee and roll down slowly. Bring the sits bones level. And as you move through the spine, through the left leg, you draw that right knee out, releasing into the outer hip and through the spine. You can do that on both sides. And then same thing, extending the left leg up. So this is after you've done right and left. Turn out. Draw the leg toward you and roll down slowly, keeping the back of the leg open as you roll down one vertebra after the other. Again, you can lift the pelvis just slightly. Turn out, roll down. If you are not quite on the ground, just ease a little more length into the foot on the wall, into the leg on the wall. Breathe into the back, pelvis, lengthen away from the hip joint. Legs stretched, cross the right knee over the left, keeping the balance with the left leg, and then slowly, with your thumbs in the fold of the hips, bring the other leg down. Breathe through the spine, and down a little bit more, keeping the balance in the hips, lengthen through both sides. A little bit higher, emphasizes more stretch on the upper legs, a little bit lower, more release into the lower back. And do cow's head on both sides. Rest. Take your legs apart. And if you've moved away from the wall, a little bit closer, lengthen both back to the hips and out through the heels. And gradually you can take your legs a little bit further apart, moving from the feet away from the ankles into the whole length of the spine. And then just rest there. Let the weight of your legs, use gravity as partner, releasing tension, flowing movement through the lower back. And then bring your legs together, bend your knees. You can rock onto your side, bring the knees to one side, and with the connection through your feet and through the spine, you can turn into little boat twist. And each breath, moving through the feet into the spine, moving from the arm long through the whole side body to bring the knees low. And then when you've done both sides, stretch out onto your back with your feet on the wall. And you can do this with or without your feet on the wall. You just get more sensory information of the movement from the feet through the legs when you have your foot resting on the wall. And bring one knee in, lengthen through the space at the top of the leg, deepen the crease in the right leg. Then you can bring your hands behind your knee, drawing back, lengthen through the leg on the wall. And you can either stretch your leg, bring your hands to your lower leg or to your foot, or you can use a belt. Lengthening through the left leg. Left leg is an extension, right leg flexed at the hip. And as you turn out, you want to keep the strength through the left side. Open through the inner thigh and gradually bring your right leg out without turning the whole pulse. It's this movement up through the inner hip, through the whole left side of the spine, and then you get a little more space out through the right leg. Turn your foot on the wall, bring your right leg across. Now you can rest the knee on a block or a bolster to keep it at hip level, or you can move without the support. Pulse of the movement is through the left leg, turning the upper back. Then there's more space through the right leg. You can come back a bit, lengthen, and keep the connection with the ground under the right shoulder as you send the movement through the spine and out through the right leg. Come back. Same thing on the other side. Stretch your legs first. Feel the difference between the right and the left. Bring the left knee in. Keep the right leg extended. Drawing in. Deepening the fold in the left. Lengthening through the hip flexors on the right. Bring your hand behind your knee. Foot lengthening through the inner thigh. Draw the right leg long. And you can slowly lengthen through the left leg. Bring your hands a little bit higher on your leg. Keeping the space through the back. And then you turn out, again, foot on the wall, sends the movement through the inner right leg, and then you get a little more extension out through the left. Long through here, wide, sending the movement back from the left foot through the inner knee to the hip, to the spine, from the right foot, through the inner leg, through the spine. And then across, pivot. You can start with the teeter-totter movement, so your left shoulder rests, lots of space. Draw across. Reaching through the left leg as you rest into the left shoulder. Send the movement through the right leg, out through the left. And I come back.